Hello friends, my name is Vandana Yadav and today's short video is based on the solutions to our court's pendency crisis. So be it Kautilya's Arthashastra, which was written 2300 years ago, or even Shukra's Niti Shastra, or digging deeper even the Brihaspati Smriti, there's one common thing which they all talk about, and that is the fairness and the objectivity and the impartiality with which the judges shall discharge their duties. They say that the king must appoint judges who are sincere, who are virtuous, who are well tried, and who are capable of bearing the burden of the administration of justice. Judges should decide cases without any consideration of a personal gain or a personal bias. Tremendous importance was given to the efficient and the effective dispensation of justice in ancient India. But I wonder what Kautilya Shukra and even Brihaspati had to say or would have thought of about the delivery system of justice in India today. Why can't, just like the instant gratification of other things, why can't we get justice just at the click or a touch? Instead of people going to the court for justice, why can't we deliver them justice at their doorstep? There are some questions and there are some answers. India has the largest number of pending cases in the whole world, and according to a report, it would take around 325 years or more to actually clear this backlog. So let us look at certain solutions to revitalize and reform our judicial system. The first is adding more number of judges. As of 2021, we had 21.03 judges per million people. UK on the other hand had 51 and US had 107. Also, the tussle between the executive and the judiciary in deciding the judicial appointments must be resolved at war footing. Judges appointing other judges must discontinue now. Secondly, a lot of time and energy of our judges goes in actually the in scheduling the hearings, in uh, deciding the admission and reviewing the docket completion. That is to say, the administration task takes a lot of time and energy of the judges. So judges should be actually left free to do what they are best at and what they are supposed to do. An external agency should be there to do these kind of administration tasks. Thirdly, there are certain number of cases, or there are certain categories of cases which are voluminous and they clog the whole system. Primarily, the cases of the dishonoring of checks and the cases of the landlord-tenant disputes. Some rules should be established by which the losing party should have to incur exceptionally heavy cost. Several frivolous disputes would be settled out of court. Next is that maybe we should extend the retirement age. High Court judges retire at 62 while the Supreme Court judges retire at 65. Compared to UK or Canada where judges are allowed to continue in service until they are 75. And in US, the judges of the Supreme and the subordinate courts hold office for life. Next is the leverage technology, an online disposal system. If you could dispose of certain cases online, after all, during the COVID lockdown, most of the hearings had to move online. The next solution to a revitalized judicial system can be introduction of an Indian Bail Act. Around 76% of the prisoners in Indian jails are those awaiting trial. That is to say, 3 out of 4 prisoners are not even convicted. Prisoners, this is despite repeated directions by the apex court that bail ought to be the norm and jail the exception. The next solution is making adjournments frightfully expensive. Another one is cutting down the volume of appeals. Almost 40% of the working days of Supreme Court judges are consumed in determining the admission. Why should the Supreme Court be reviewing hundreds of special leave petitions each day? Indeed, 90% of the SLPs are rejected. The last one is bringing the judiciary in line with the best management practices. Shouldn't the productivity of judges be reviewed periodically, just like the performance of the top level executives? That will only make one better and more competent. I would end the video with what Kautilya wrote, that one wheel cannot move a chariot. Thank you.